Tag TV brings you daily news bulletin from India. Breaking news and views from India.
You're watching South Asia NEWSLINE, and here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Wednesday, the 15th of January. Indian Navy gets hunter-killer submarine and 2 warships. POJK faces growing traffic woes and education crisis. And UK minister resigns over ties to ousted Bangladesh PM Sheikh Hasina. And now for all the details. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Wednesday dedicated 3 frontline naval combatants to the nation in a ceremony in Mumbai. With the arrival of INS Wakshir, a hunter-killer submarine, INS Surat, a guided missile destroyer, and the INS Nilgiri, a stealth frigate, the Indian Navy is poised to strengthen its maritime presence, acting as a deterrent to adversaries like China and Pakistan. In his address, PM Modi said that India is emerging as a major maritime power in the world. An expanding shipbuilding industry will help in its quest towards self-reliance. He further said, today, India is recognized as a reliable and responsible partner globally, especially in the global south. India works in the spirit of development, not expansionism. He added, India has always supported an open, secure, inclusive and prosperous Indo-Pacific region. Moving on, dense fog and cold weather delayed train and flight departures in several parts of northern India, including capital New Delhi on Wednesday. India's Weather Office issued an orange alert for Delhi, the second highest warning level, forecasting dense to very dense fog in many areas. Visibility at Delhi's main airport was between 0 to 100 meters, the Weather Office said, and more than 40 trains across northern India were delayed. The Indian capital has been battling poor air quality and smog since the beginning of winter. Vehicles were seen crawling along highways through the fog and people huddled indoors as the temperature dipped to 7 degrees Celsius.
सुबह सुबह मॉर्निंग वॉक करने इंडिया गेट कर्तव्य पथ पर जो परेड के हमारा जो प्रैक्टिस चल रही है उसे भी देखने का मन था, उसके लिए मैं यहाँ पे सुबह सुबह आया हूँ। यहाँ आके देखा मैंने, यहाँ काफ़ी ठंड है और घना कोहरा छाया हुआ है।
Meanwhile, in POJK, traffic congestion and the decline in education standards are becoming pressing concerns for the residents. With ineffective solutions in place and critical issues left unaddressed, the locals are left only to suffer. A report.
The traffic issue in Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, particularly in Muzaffarabad city, has become a significant concern due to the increasing congestion on the roads. The city's narrow streets, growing population, and lack of proper infrastructure have all contributed to the problem. Speaking on the issue, a local resident, Advocate Zulfikar Abbasi, voiced serious concerns about the growing traffic congestion in the city.
इस तरह हमारे शहर के अंदर ये जो ट्रैफिक की रवानी है सबसे बड़ा मसला सरे दस्ती है। देखा ये गया है, आपके मुशाहिदे में भी आया होगा, आम लोगों के मुशाहिदे में भी है कि यहाँ पे अक्सर एम्बुलेंस को भी और जो 115 की गाड़ियाँ एमरजेंसी और 1122 की गाड़ियाँ उनको भी रास्ता नहीं मिलता। और हमारी जो ट्रैफिक पुलिस होती है अपने से कोशिश करती रहती है, लेकिन उसका मैनेजमेंट भी मेरा ख्याल है वो दुरुस्त नहीं है, क्योंकि वो सड़क के ऊपर नाका लगा के खड़े हो जाते हैं और जो रवानी होती है उसको भी मुतासर करके बैठ जाते हैं। फिर छोटे जो उसका नुकसान ये होता है कि वो छोटे छोटे रिक्शा वालों को पकड़ लेंगे, मोटरसाइकिल वालों को पकड़ लेंगे और उससे एक माहौल बन जाता है ऐसा कि छोटे छोटे लोगों को तंग करने के अलावा उसका कोई खास रिजल्ट नहीं आता।
In addition to traffic, Abbasi also criticized the state of education in POJK, another serious issue in the region. He expressed frustration with the poor quality of textbooks used in schools.
आप कायदे से लेकर 10वीं तक के नसाब उठा के देखें, उस नसाब की किताबत में इतनी गलतियाँ होंगी, इमला में इतनी गलतियाँ होंगी, उसके जो लिखने वाले लोग हैं और जो हमारा बोर्ड बना हुआ है ये टेक्स्ट बुक बोर्ड, उसमें जो लोग हैं उनकी क्रेडिबिलिटी है ही कोई नहीं है। और इतनी ज़्यादा गलतियों का मजमूआ है, सारा निसाब जो है हमारा सिलेबस, उसमें खिताबती गलतियाँ, उसमें इमला की गलतियाँ, उसमें दीगर हवालाजात की गलतियाँ, उसमें पढ़ाने का जो इन्होंने स्ट्रक्चर तब्दील किया उसे और ख़राब किया है, उससे और ख़राब हुआ है। इस तरीके से भी ख़राब हुआ है कि पहले जो चीज़ें बुनियादी तौर पे पढ़ाई जाती थी, आप 1980 और 70 की 75 की किताबें उठा के देखें, मैट्रिक के जो जोग्राफिया की किताब थी या माशरती इल्म जिसे हम कहते हैं, तो वो इतनी मोटी किताब होती कम अज़ कम, उसमें पूरे बरसगीर की तारीख पढ़ाई जाती थी, बाकी चीज़ें पढ़ाई जाती थी। तो आज सिमट के किताब इतनी सी रह गई है।
With ineffective solutions in place and critical issues left unaddressed, the people of POJK are left to navigate a region that is struggling under the weight of inadequate infrastructure and subpar educational standards.
And Tulip Siddiq, the British anti-corruption minister, resigned on Tuesday after weeks of questions over her financial ties to her aunt, Sheikh Hasina, who was ousted last year as Prime Minister of Bangladesh. Tulip had repeatedly denied any wrongdoing. She was handed the portfolio for financial services policy last July, a role that included responsibility for measures against money laundering. Hasina, who ruled Bangladesh since 2009, is being investigated there on suspicion of corruption and money laundering. The press office of Bangladesh interim government head in a statement said that while Siddiq may not have fully understood the origins of certain assets she enjoyed in London, but she knows now. The government said investigations were underway with international partners to recover assets tied to the corruption. Siddiq was named in December as part of Bangladeshi investigation into whether her family was involved in siphoning off funds from Bangladeshi infrastructure projects. The Anti-Corruption Commission alleged financial irregularities worth billions of dollars in the awarding of a nuclear power contract, saying Hasina and Siddiq may have benefited. Reports suggest Siddiq lived in a North London property given to her family in 2009 by a Bangladeshi lawyer who has represented Hasina's government. She has also been accused of acquiring a separate property in London in 2004 without paying for it from a developer linked to Hasina's Awami League. Moving on, a food vendor in Pakistan's Punjab is making headlines for his uncanny resemblance to US President-elect Donald Trump. Sporting a blonde quiff and singing Punjabi songs, the vendor attracts a huge crowd daily, eager to enjoy his pudding and snap selfies with him. Take a look.
In a bustling market in Sahiwal in Pakistan's eastern Punjab province, one food vendor who locals say bears an uncanny resemblance to US President-elect Donald Trump gets more business and attention than others. 53-year-old Salim Bagga pushes his colorful wooden cart along the road, delivering the milky rice pudding, a black jacket over his beige shalwar kameez tunic to keep out the winter cold. A crowd gathers as Bagga, who sports a distinctive blonde quiff because of his albinism, sings Punjabi songs.
ਡੋਨਲਡ ਟਰੰਪ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸ਼ਕਲ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਨਾ, ਯਾਨੀ ਕਿ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਸੂਰਤ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਆ ਡੋਨਲਡ ਟਰੰਪ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, ਤੇ ਲੋਕੀ ਇਸ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਤੇ ਸੈਲਫੀਆਂ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਆ।
ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਚੰਗਾ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ?
ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਬੜਾ ਚੰਗਾ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਜੀ।
इसकी आवाज़ बहुत ज़बरदस्त है। ये जो अमेरिका का ड्रीम नहीं है, उसके साथ इसकी शक्ल बहुत मिलती है। जब ये आवाज़ लगाता है ना, हम ये इस बात का फख्र महसूस करते हैं वो इधर खीर बेचने के लिए आया हुआ, हम उसके साथ खीर खा रहे हैं।
ये खीर हमें ये अच्छी होती है इनकी खीर। वैसे जो हमारा जो सदर है अमेरिका का डोनाल्ड ट्रंप, ये उनसे इनकी शक्ल मिलती है। हम इनसे बातें भी करते हैं, सेल्फियाँ भी लेते हैं, और हम कहते हैं दोस्तों को कि हमने उनके साथ जाके पिक्चरें ली हैं डोनाल्ड ट्रंप।
Bagga is unfazed by the stream of attention and cameras that follow him throughout the market and even his neighborhood. He says he would like Trump to come and enjoy his kheer pudding someday.
मैं डोनाल्ड ट्रंप वास्ते गाना गा रहा हाँ, साहब डोनाल्ड ट्रंप वास्ते। होने आजा ना, होने आजा, देर न ला सजना, अखा थक गईयां तक तक रा सजना, अखा थक गईयां तक तक रात सजना.
Locals in India's southern Tamil Nadu state marked Pongal, the harvest festival, with traditional bull taming sport of Jallikattu on Tuesday. Pongal is a popular Hindu festival, especially in southern Tamil Nadu state, which marks the commencement of the sun's 6-month journey towards the north. Hundreds of people participated in the high-risk sport as they were seen trying to mount on agitated bulls, and at least 25 were injured during the event, said a senior government official. Jallikattu, which is an Indian version of the Spanish sport, doesn't aim to kill the bulls but to dominate and tame them and pluck away bundles of money or other treats tied to their specially sharpened horns.
இதான் தேர்ட் டைம் வந்திருக்கேன். ஆன்லைன் ரெஜிஸ்டர் பண்ணி எல்லாம் மெடிக்கல் செக்அப் முடிச்சுட்டு போட்டியில் கலந்துக்க ரொம்ப ஆர்வமா இருக்கோம். நாங்க இந்த வருஷம் ரொம்ப நல்லபடியா அமையும். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கலந்து நல்லபடியா அமையும் நினைச்சிட்டு இருக்கோம்.
India's top court outlawed Jallikattu in 2014, saying that it is cruel and not in keeping with what it described as the country's non-violent traditions. However, the state government of Tamil Nadu passed the Jallikattu bill in 2017, allowing the conduct of the traditional sport. That's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time tomorrow. Good night.
Tag TV brings you daily news bulletin from India. Breaking news and views from India.